What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is MP with MP Talk Sports, and the New England Patriots got their 10th win in a row as we beat the Giants on Monday Night Football. The final score was 15-33 New England, and our record is now 11-2. So this was a great game to watch. Everybody was giving it their all in this game, and you definitely could tell. And it definitely got physical, which it should get physical in the game of football. But there were a few hits that the Giants did go after us for. The first one was Jackson Dart did get a pretty good hit by Landry, which they weren't happy about. And then Jackson Dart was also running down the sideline. And then Ellis just came across the field, hit him so hard he went flying. And then the Giants went after us for that. But it was a legal hit. His feet were in bounds. He definitely should have run out of bounds for that play to avoid the hit, but he didn't. So it was a legal hit on Jackson Dart. Then on the kickoff return, Ellis hit Gunnar Olszewski so hard, helmet to helmet, that he cracked his helmet, and the end even came off of the helmet. But that was scary to see because Gunnar did go down and was down for a little while before he got up and went to the sideline. But he definitely most likely got a concussion on that play, and that's something you never want to see. But the Giants definitely weren't happy with us after all those hits that we made on them. But our defense did great as well as our special teams. We held Jackson Dart to 17 for 24, 139 yards and one touchdown. And we are slowly giving up more and more yards to running backs. We gave up 68 yards and one touchdown to Devin Singletary, but we still kept him low. Then on special teams, we obviously forced that fumble from Gunner. But after we forced the Giants to punt on their first drive, Marcus Jones takes the punt return all the way back for a touchdown at 94 yards. For our offense, our drive sequence was a 22-yard made field goal, and then Jones had that touchdown on the return, then a touchdown by Booty, and that was all in the first quarter. Then in the second quarter was a punt, a touchdown by Kyle Williams for 33 yards, which was a perfect throw into the end zone. It went right over him, and he was able to catch it right in front of him. Then a 30-yard made field goal, a 28-yard made field goal. So going into halftime, the score was 7-30 New England. Then in the third quarter, we had a 45-yard missed field goal. In the fourth quarter was a punt and a 23-yard made field goal. So again, our last touchdown was in the second quarter. So, and we just had field goals after that, which is still frustrating to see that we score touchdowns so early on, and then later as the game goes on, we don't score touchdowns. We just get field goals, which luckily we do get into field goal range to be able to score at least some points. But again, it is frustrating. But however, we did get the win. Drake May went 24 for 31, 282 yards, two touchdowns, and 12 rushing yards. Henderson had 11 carries for 67 yards, and Stevenson had 12 carries for 40 yards. So it is great to see that Henderson is still getting carries and putting on yardage, even with Stevenson back. I know that Stevenson was our top guy and our starter and everything, but Henderson does great things, and I'm so happy that they're keeping him in for these plays. Hunter Henry led us in receiving. He had 4 receptions for 73 yards. Stevenson had 3 receptions for 40 yards. Booty had 4 receptions for 35 yards and one touchdown. And Williams had that 1 reception for 33 yards, which was the touchdown. Douglas added 33 yards. Diggs added 26 yards. Hollins added 23 yards. And Henderson also added 19 yards receiving. So again, Drake May was able to get the ball around to all of these guys, which he does. He does great at that. He's always getting the ball around to everybody, and he does that so well. So another great game for us. Week 14 is our bye week, which is great for us. We definitely need the bye week now, obviously so late on in the season. But my biggest fear is I don't want us to lose our momentum. We're going into this bye week having a 10 game win streak. And then we're coming back in week 15 to play Buffalo at home. So we've already played them and we did beat them at Buffalo, and that score was 23-20. So it was a close win. So this is a big game for us coming back out of our bye week. And I really, really hope that we don't lose this momentum because it's a big one. This is going to be a big one for us. Um, so we will talk about that later on in the week. Again, my biggest fear is losing the momentum, but hopefully not. So if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. I'm MP, and this is MP Talk Sports.